Already hurries to go.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the official European League of Football show. My name is Jennifer Becks, and I'm sitting here with a big smile because not only do I have two great guests on the show with me today, Leipzig Kings head coach Fred Armstrong and Hamburg Seadevils new wide receiver Lamar Jordan. I'm smiling not just because we are talking about our league, its second season, and on top of that, we will taking a closer look at the NFL because it's the week of the Super Bowl. No, there is more, and I'll show you what that is right now.
What's up, guys?
You may remember my legendary kickoff return touchdown.
You might remember my incomparable touchdown in the playoffs against the Cologne Centurions.
You may remember my insane 85-yard touchdown.
You may remember one of my legendary touchdowns.
I bet you guys remember the awesome touchdowns I had.
You can now buy it
as an NFT at nft-club.eu.
And own one of the most significant highlights of the 2021 season.
It's absolutely worth it.
Go get it.
You heard it and you saw it. The NFT Top Highlight Collection is out. We picked our favorite highlights, 32 highlights from season 1, and turned them into NFTs. We have 25 NFTs from each highlight, and you can get those on the website, nft-club.eu. And I mean, who doesn't remember Jacob Sullivan's impressive touchdown against the Surge from week 7, or the sack monster Kyle Kitchens making a touchdown against the Cologne Centurions in week 10? Well, go and have a look, check that out. And I am going to look at my first guest now, who is joining me, and I'm very much looking forward to seeing him, because he is one of a kind, head coach Fred Armstrong from the Leipzig Kings, award-winning coach who also coached the national teams in Sweden, Germany, Austria, and the Czech Republic. And Fred, you've been with us from the beginning. Hello.
Yes. How are you, Jenny?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Good. Very well.
Always good to see your face.
You too. You too. For a while.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. You just saw the clip, right?
Yes.
And I mentioned Kyle Kitchens. How could you let him go to Berlin?
Well, you know, that definitely wasn't Kyle's fault or my fault. I think what has happened is, you know, from the end of the season, we were getting new ownership, and you know, Kyle, we stay in touch all the time. You know, Kyle handled everything professionally. We talked, and you know, he just wanted to go another direction, and knew that we had some things to do still in Leipzig after the season that would take time. He wanted to get settled, and you know, that's where he ended up wanting to play. So you know, I wish Kyle nothing but the best.
Well, that's what we all wish. And same for the Leipzig Kings, of course. But coming back to the highlights, is there any special highlight that you have from season 1?
Yeah, after winning the first game in Berlin, after putting this team together in 5 weeks and getting our helmets 3 days before, and getting out there and playing with all new rules, and a whole bunch of guys that put in some time, not knowing what to expect. The game was about 4 hours, the longest game I ever had in the history of coaching. But at the end of it, to see the team after the game, when that final whistle blew that we had gotten a W, it was just amazing for us.
Yeah, well, I mean, you just kind of mentioned it. The European League of Football and the Leipzig Kings, any franchise, were built from scratch with only a short preparation time. How's the off-season going for you right now into season 2?
Oh, it's been great because I've got 4 months. I've had 4 months to kind of sit back. I think the thing I did first was to, you know, evaluate myself, which I always do, and evaluate the coaches and the players and the organization, you know, ownership, where are we going? You know, had a chance to sit back and do that. And, you know, after speaking with Commissioner Zume and Chelko, our CEO. I just thought, what's going to be the next move? And they said, hey, we're going to be getting some new ownership coming in. So, we had a chance to talk about a little bit about more of what, I had wanted for this team. And it's been working. We've had the time. We do have some new ownership that will be announced. And also there's a group here in the U.S. that I'm speaking with that we hope to bring in also. So we are moving in the right direction.
Well, that sounds promising. And going into season 2, what key changes are you making in terms of players, but also behind the scenes? I mean, you and quarterback Birdsong are signed for 2022, but you're also adding great new players to your roster, such as AJ Wendland and David McCanns. What makes them the perfect players for the Kings?
Well, AJ is just number one, he's just a solid individual. When I go and look for players, I'm looking at the character of those players. What type of people are they? Because you have to work with them every day. You want to check the references from other people that have had that player. What you see on the film doesn't lie to you, because that's AJ on the film. And he's a heck of a football player. And I knew that he would bring some energy into our team and some stability at the linebacker position. McCants, David coached with us last year. He was out of football for a year. We had a discussion after the season. He goes, "Hey, Coach, I need to ask you something." I said, "What is it, David? Anything that you can, anything I can help you with, I'll help you with." "Coach, I want to play." So I was like, "Okay, hold it." I was like, "Wait a minute." I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting more of, how can I help you coaching wise, so on and so forth. But he was adamant on playing. Everybody knows, David is a heck of a football player. He had a year off to take care of injury. He felt great last year. He's always working out. David's always in shape. And, last year for a guy to come and help me in that situation that I was in, just putting a team together in 5 weeks, come and help coach and drive from Braunschweig, come and be there. And, how can I deny him? So, we sat down, we chopped it up, and I'm very happy to have David. He's going to do very well for us at the running back position.
Yeah. Well, I'm happy for the team, of course, that you are able to add those great talents to your roster. And looking back, the first season or the first half season of last year had its ups and downs, and but you finished off very strong with some very impressive wins. Do you feel like that momentum will carry on into season 2?
I think what happened is that, and it happened for some other teams too, in the beginning part, you just didn't know what to expect, and I think a lot of teams went through that, new rules, the type of teams you're playing. And I think in the second half, even in the first half, we easily could have been a 3-2 team. And in the second half, we could have been 7-3, as we won 4 out of 5. So it was in the balance there as the team was growing. And I think, we did get some growth for our German players last year, for them to understand, how the level is, what you need to do in the offseason if you're going to play at this level. So I think, if anything, it's more awareness of the players knowing what they have to get done in the weight room, what they have to do in film study. This league is extremely competitive now, the things that have been added on. So, every year's a new year, Jenny, and I think this season will be an amazing season. I believe that the conference that I sit in is the toughest and hardest conference in all of Europe, period. So, it is what it is. And we're not even 1-year-old team yet, where some of these other teams, they've been established, they've had football in their city much longer on a higher level than I have. So we're still a little baby, but we're moving our way up.
Well, you just mentioned your conference, and indeed, you will need some strong weapons against those teams because you are together with the Hamburg Seadevils, Berlin Thunder, the Wroclaw Panthers, and you are going to play against the Surge, Rheinfire, and Innsbruck. Which matchup do you think is going to be the biggest challenge?
They're all the challenges. I mean, you just named it, right? I mean, that's what I was trying to say to you. My schedule, if we're talking about strength of schedule, on paper, strength of schedule is one thing. At the end of the season, look, and then we'll see who had the toughest schedule, okay? And I feel that we definitely, on paper, have one of the toughest schedules. But, this is what you do it for. You want great competition. Having those teams there, Warclaw is already established, as you know, from years. They did a great job in the offseason, man. They came out first and did some work. Hamburg is going to be Hamburg. They're going to reload. They're going to be fine because they have a great core of homegrown players. Also, Berlin, I got to deal with Bjorn now, recruiting, So me and Bjorn are like, sparring on a daily basis with trying to find players. He's doing a great job over there, in Berlin to change, how it's going to be and getting players and to make it competitive. So, that's in the conference. And then out of conference, we get Innsbruck, who is, Coach Kev, those guys. I mean, it speaks for itself. Everybody knows what a great program that is. And everybody might be sleeping on Stuttgart, but my friend Martin Hanselman, who pretty much I've known a long time, me and Martin, we talk a lot together. We're the oldest guys in the bunch who have been in Europe and coached a long time. We love this league. For us, it's important that this league is successful. It's something that we both talked about, like, man, it's finally here. We've had to wait almost 25, 30 years to get to something like this. So Martin is getting his team together. Martin's going to be ready to go. Yeah. And then Dusseldorf, they've had a bunch of people at their tryouts. I'm sure they're going to have a heck of a head coach come in. There's going to be a lot of players in that area. So, yeah, Jenny, every game, everything will be, again, for the Leipzig Kings, difficult. But, that's the challenge we take.
And what advantage will you have over the others then?
I think the one thing that especially the newer teams, so I would say for like Dusseldorf and also Innsbruck, it's going to take time adjusting to how we play, the rules, how to close games and close games and end them properly. Just the whole thing of how the league works. So I think in one way that is an advantage for you in the first half, but in the second half of the season, they're going to be like everybody else was, So I think that's really the only advantage. You build a team on paper, and paper's nice, but you have to coach it up. You have to have the personalities mix, and then you make a team. So yeah, on paper, everybody looks wonderful, but it's all about when you get into it with your coaches and your players, the chemistry that you're going to build for that team to be successful. So, that's the part I'm looking forward to is I feel good where we're at right now with our recruiting. I feel we're better on paper than we were last year for sure. But again, you have to get the chemistry and turn that into something. And that's the coaches and the players working together to do that.
Yeah, but come on. Last year, you were so close to making it to the playoffs. And speaking about season 2, how far will you go this year then? Playoff berth or championship run?
Well, I mean, you play to get to the playoffs, right? I mean, if you get in the playoffs, you have an opportunity for the next thing. So, yeah, we want to be one of those 4 teams to get in the playoffs. That's what we do all this work for. Regardless of us being, again, less than a year old, I don't care. We got to line up and play.
Yeah.
So the games are won on the field, and we're preparing with our coaching staff. I'm happy to have some really good coaches that are going to come in to work with our team, and get the field to the point where our guys are learning and getting better, and we'll be able to compete. And I think from last year, the first game we played Warclaw till the last game when we played them again, our team grew very much.
Yeah.
And that was important. So we lost by 8 points, but we were in that game and could have been a playoff team. So I think guys remember that, and it's just going to be a nice ride.
Yeah, I remember that game. I was there, and it was intense, definitely. And no matter how far you go, I know the Leipzig Kings fans will cheer for you. How did you feel and enjoy the feedback from the fans during the first year?
It was incredible. Totally off guard because you don't know where you're at. You just don't know how that's going to be. Watching people come in with Burger King crowns and different, different Kings cloaks, and just it was amazing to just see our place, in that little stadium, being packed some days, even with Corona. Just amazing what transpired there. So, we take it personally. We deserve to put a good product out on the field for our fans. They're the ones who pay to come in. This is professional. We have to make sure that we give them the opportunities with great product on the field, great merch off the field, like this beautiful hat that I'm wearing, for them. Just a great experience, and they have great feedback to us, and we have our fan clubs, and I've been in touch with all of them, and I stay close to our fans, no doubt.
Well, that is great. Well, yeah, I can't wait for the season to start. And I think my next guest can't wait either, because he's new to the league. He just joined the Hamburg Seadevils as their new wide receiver. So let's welcome Lamar.
Hello, welcome. Thank you for having me on the show.
Well, hello, Lamar, and thank you for joining the show, for joining the league. How are you?
I'm doing well, just preparing for the season ahead. Can't wait to come out there.
How much are you looking forward to this summer? What's the most exciting thing for you?
I've never actually been to Europe, so that would be kind of a plus to see and fill out and enjoy, as well as, I get to play football again. Haven't played 11 on 11 in about 2 years, so I can't wait to get out there. I can't wait to run and just showcase speed.
So you said you've never been to Europe before. How do you expect it to be? Because to be honest, some of the players who had never been to Europe or Germany before, they had the craziest ideas about what it's going to be like, and really some really funny stories. So how do you imagine it? Do you have any pictures in mind?
Only off the movies I've seen, that's about it. Just what I expected. So I'm just kind of open to it. I can't wait. I can't wait to learn new things.
Well, one guy, I'm not going to say who it was, but he said he thought the pictures, the roads and streets would be like in Afghanistan. And I was like, are you serious? Like, we have the Autobahn, we're in Germany, we have great cars. So no, I think you're really going to have a good time. And how do you prepare for the season at the moment?
Right now, I'm training with my trainer, John Costa, at the Key to Lead spot out here in Texas. And just been going after it each and every day, as well as training with one of my teammates from college, Damian Gamblin, with kind of receiver skills. So I've been getting after it each and every day, just preparing for the season ahead. So I can't wait to go out there and showcase.
And to get us a little bit into the Hamburg Seadevils mood, we have a little clip that we can show you right now. Well, that's going to be your team. Did it put you in the mood?
Yeah, nice. I can't wait. I can't wait to the next.
Well, Hamburg, I can guarantee you, is one of the most beautiful cities in Germany. Hamburg Seadevils are a great team. Are you in touch with any of your new teammates?
I've reached out to a couple. I reached out to Justin Rogers, talked to him a little bit. He kind of just told me what to expect, you know what I'm saying, what to bring, what to prepare for, as well as talk to the quarterback as well. So a couple players have reached out, and I appreciate that. As you know what I'm saying, I just want to be a part of the team and win a championship.
So let's talk about you and your football career a little bit. In 2018, you were signed by the Atlanta Falcons as an undrafted free agent, but you were waived later on that year. And also you played quarterback in your college days with the Division I New Mexico Lobos, and you learned to play receiver later. What made you change your position?
Just kind of knowing the offense and where I was at in college. We were predominantly run, so I knew when the scouts came in and they were just asking me, like, are you willing to switch? I just kind of knew that's where the, you know what I'm saying, the ball was going, and that's where my football career was going. So I was just accepted it and ran with it. Got to work with Steve Calhoun before the draft, so that kind of helped me chop a lot of the wood off real quickly, as I didn't realize it was, you know what I'm saying, really a hard transition. It's not, you know what I'm saying, as easy as what it looks like. And so once I got, you know what I'm saying, out to Atlanta, I learned from a great group of guys.
So where do you see your strength as a wide receiver? And would you say that this position suits you more?
I could say, honestly, it would suits me more. I'd say my strength is really speed. I feel like I'm one of the fastest guys out there. That's what I train to be. And so, yeah, it's a race almost every play. That's what I kind of tell myself, or just kind of treat the opponent across them.
Yeah, exactly. I heard that you earned a reputation of being an athletic player who's very dangerous on the run. And on top of that, the Seadevils signed former Centurions head coach Kirk Heidelberg as their new offensive coordinator. And also he is known for his run games. So do you think that with you and some of the other new guys on the team, the Seadevils are going to be even harder to beat?
I definitely feel like it. Just hearing all the great news and the great things about the OC and what he did last season just kind of gets me excited, and just kind of see what I can do with my speed and my talents, and I can just see where the offense takes me.
Well, Fred, the Seadevils are looking good, but the Kings were one of the very few teams who won against them in season one. Will the winning streak continue?
Oh, listen, this young man down here, I know about. He's an exceptional football player. Again, he's going to fit into what they like to do. Obviously, you guys know I've known Kirk Heidelberg for 25 years. We pretty much fight every day, even if we're coaching together or against each other. We're great friends. But he spoke very high of Lamar. So, it's just going to be, a great experience for Lamar to get to Europe. I think, Lamar, you're going to love where you're going in Hamburg. You got good guys there. You went to a good organization. So, just sit back, man, and enjoy getting there, and don't try to hurt me that much when you play against me.
Lamar, will you be the backup quarterback for the Hamburg Seadevils as well?
I believe so. That's what they've been telling me. And so it's a great thing. I've still been catching passes from my quarterback trainer who trained me my whole life, Brad Frazier. So I can tell him to kind of, I guess, throw me in a couple more drills, as, you know what I'm saying, I might be back at the position again.
Well, it would be fun to watch, but definitely, no matter what, I cannot wait to watch the first matchup between the both of you, well, the Seadevils and the Leipzig Kings. But let's move over to the States now, because this is where the football world is, focusing on right now. It's the week of the Super Bowl, February 13th. We have the matchup between the Cincinnati Bengals and the LA Rams. Who do you think is going to win?
Right now, I mean, I'm a big Odell fan, so I kind of want OBJ to get his first one. But, you know what I'm saying, Joe Burrow, you know what I'm saying, he's a dangerous dude, man. So I don't know. I'm kind of excited, though. This might be the first Super Bowl I can sit back and just be happy that, you know what I'm saying, someone new will finally win. What
about you, Fred?
I'm obviously, I'm a New Jersey born and bred, right? So I'm a Giants fan by trade. We don't want to talk about that right now. It's a lot of things. OBJ. OBJ, I would like to see get it, but I agree with Lamar. It's going to be a tough game, but I just think the defensive line of LA is just too strong for the offensive line. There for Cincinnati, so I think that's going to be a really the big difference in the game is going to happen there. Burrow takes a lot of hits, hangs on the ball a lot, but that front four that they have. It's scary what they do, and Stafford's playing good football right now. So I just think I give their defense the heads up. So I would like to see OBJ get it with Stafford, and I'll pick the Rams.
Well, the Rams definitely have some big names on their roster, but come on, Joe Burrow, what a badass he is. He is so young. What makes him so strong?
I don't know. I mean, just watching him in college, there's all the crazy stats he broke in college. You kind of knew, he is going to be special. Then he gets the Tom Brady comparison. So it's like, man, it's like you got some big shoes to fill. And it seems like he's filling them real quickly. So I got to, tip my hat to him. And I can't wait to see an amazing game.
Yeah, he's a dude. I mean, this young man has he rises to every challenge that comes to him. And he's not wavering. He's going out and playing ball the way that he plays. And, you got to remember, he has Jamar Chase. And, Jamar Chase is a bad man. So, I mean, they get things done. And he's got, good tight ends. Their running game is going to be the key for them if they're able to do that and keep, the Rams off the field. Because as both are dangerous. But Joe Burrow's the man right now, as far as I'm concerned.
And the Bengals have another weapon, the kicker, Evan McPherson. I mean, cold as ice, a rookie. What do you think at the end? Will he decide the Super Bowl?
I definitely think it's going to come down to the end. It's probably going to be which offense has the last, has the ball last. So, I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm expecting a high-scoring game. I hope it's like 50-51 or something like that.
See, obviously Lamar doesn't like defense whatsoever. Which is he's playing wide out in QB, so I understand him. No, the kid he's like you said, Jenny. He's cold as ice. I mean, and it's the Super Bowl, and everybody says, well, it's just another game, but that's not true. It's the game, and you have to be able to perform on that level with your nerves and so on. Even those veteran guys, they're going in. You don't want that to be your bad game. You got there. So now you're there. You need it to be your best game. So there is some pressure on the guys, and that's why it's the Super Bowl. It's the greatest event that's ever been made. Sorry, World Cup people, but it is. Sorry.
No, I mean, the whole world is watching. Millions, hundreds of millions of people. But speaking about the kickers and coming back to the European League of Football, we had some kicking problems in season 1. Fred, do you think that the teams will focus more on special teams this year?
I think that adjustment for every team was difficult, right? Goalposts changed. Okay. Extra point is 33 yards, not 10 yards, right? I think where I would have liked something done was that the kickers were not counting toward the count of our imports. I think it would have made the game better. Okay. That's my personal opinion, of course. So I still believe, absolutely, I'm losing a great kicker in Jacob Templer as a punter, as Jacob has retired. Jacob set us up many times with his punting to flip the field for our defense. Yes, Jenny, it's huge. It's still huge. And I see that Freezer has left and retired also from Hamburg.
Exactly.
So, yeah, we've been looking also. So we have Marcel Ulbrich as our guy that we've had. Marcel's been working hard, and it takes, like anything, he needs the year off to adjust to it. So the new kickoff rule and kickoff return rules are going to be interesting. So it will have an impact on our game, no doubt.
Yeah. Well, you just mentioned Philip Anderson. He retired. The Seadevils have signed a new guy, Eric Schlom. You haven't found a new kicker yet, have you? The Kings.
No. We are
not signed yet.
With Marcel right now. We are talking to a couple kickers because you're going to play a 12-game season, so you're looking for guys that have also the punting skill set, along with being able to kick the ball. So you basically are having a kicking team, is what I will have, not a kicker.
Yeah. And there's one more thing I would like to hear your opinion about, and that is the NFL overtime rule, because many people were talking about it recently, especially after the playoffs. Do you think that the NFL has to make a change here? Lamar, from a player's point of view?
I don't know, because, you know what I'm saying, so I'm like, if you see the most recent game, you see they got the stop, you know what I'm saying, that's what got them win. So, you know what I'm saying, when you go against a guy like Pat Mahomes, you know what I'm saying, I feel Josh Allen like, man, I wish you'd have got a shot too. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen's a dude, you know what I'm saying? I played against him many years, and you know what I'm saying? It hurt me that he didn't get the chance, but like I said, that's where you rely on defense, and it's true, defense wins championships, so, you know what I'm saying? It would have been a key stop, but I feel like the overtime rules are pretty good where they're at, and if anything, changing the college, you get more scoring, so, you know what I'm saying? I'm an offensive guy.
See? You see, that's the offensive guy there. Okay, I'm an offensive guy too, right? Okay, the difference is, Lamar, I got to coach the whole team. All right, so at the end of the day, they need to change the rule. I think Lamar made a good point. Josh Allen deserved the possession. Okay, so he should have had a possession just as Mahomes did, and I just believe that's the way it should be done. You win the toss, and then whoever scores first. I mean, that's why they changed the rule, because we didn't want to have sudden death, but we still really have it at the end of the day. So, no, want to see it changed.
Yeah. And the European League of Football adopted the college football overtime rule from the beginning. Was that a smart move?
I think so. I think so. In the beginning, that's how it should be. And I think, as the commissioner can make the rules as he would like, I would like for him to make the rule where each team would have the possession within, the NFL rules we're playing. And I think that would be great for overtime.
Yeah. Well, no matter how, season 2 is going to happen, and I can't wait for it. Neither can you, I'm sure. And guys, thank you so very much for joining me on today's episode.
Thank you, Jen.
And you guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget the NFTs. I'm sure all of you are going to watch the Super Bowl. Where will you guys watch it, by the way? Where will you watch the Super Bowl?
I think I'm watching it at my friend's house, or maybe my GM's house. I think he's going to have a big Super Bowl party. So I'm praying on one of those. I'll just be an invite probably.
Perfect. And you, Fred, anything planned?
Me and Miss Armstrong will be yelling and screaming here at home, watching the game. So that's what we do. We love football. So
no matter where,
we're at home. That's right.
None of us is going to miss that game. And I hope you won't miss next week's episode. So thanks for watching, and see you again very soon.